Caustic audit.
From the moment we're born, we embark on a journey through the cosmos, a vast and enigmatic expanse we call life. Welcome to our countdown of the top 15 famous last quotes, some of which just may leave you speechless.
We all get the same amount of ice. The rich get it in the summer and the poor get it in the winter.
Bat Masterson, the legendary lawman, gambler and gunman, faced his end with a final quip. Was he reflecting on the fleeting nature of wealth and status in the face of our shared mortality? Masterson's last words leave us with a sense of the man's enduring spirit.
My wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. One or the other of us has to go.
Even in his final moments, Oscar Wilde couldn't resist a final ironic observation. Wilde's last words capture his sharp humor and keen eye for the absurd.
How's this for your headline? French fries?
These were the last words of James Donald French, a convicted murderer facing the electric chair. French's last words leave us with a chilling reminder of the dark side of human nature.
At 50, everyone has the face he deserves.
George Orwell, the visionary author, left us with this stark, thought-provoking statement. Orwell suggests that by midlife, our true selves are revealed, our faces a reflection of the lives we've lived.
I'm looking for loopholes.
W.C. Fields, even facing the ultimate curtain call, couldn't resist a final jab at the absurdity of it all. Was he searching for a way out of death's grasp? Fields' last words remind us that humor can be a comforting companion.
Die? I should say not, dear fellow. No Barrymore would allow such a conventional thing to happen to him.
John Barrymore, the legendary actor, faced his final act with characteristic drama. His last words encapsulate his larger-than-life persona.
Last words are for fools who haven't said enough.
Karl Marx, the co-author of the Communist Manifesto, left us with this cutting statement. Marx believed that actions, not words, ultimately shape history.
I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have.
Leonardo da Vinci offered a surprisingly humble final assessment of his life's work. Da Vinci's last words remind us that even the most brilliant minds can be plagued by self-doubt.
I done told you my last request. Bring me a bulletproof vest.
In the spring of 1960, James W. Rogers was put before a firing squad in Utah for a murder, resulting from a heated debate. As he was strapped to a wooden chair and offered a coat in the spring of 1960, he responded, "Don't worry, I'll be where it's warm soon."
Tomorrow at sunrise I shall no longer be here.
Nostradamus, the enigmatic seer, uttered these chillingly accurate words the day before his death. Nostradamus's last words serve as a haunting reminder of the mysteries that surround us.
Pardon me, sir. I meant not to do it.
Marie Antoinette, the last Queen of France, uttered these words after accidentally stepping on the foot of her executioner. Her last words paint a poignant portrait of a woman who retained a shred of grace and dignity. This, even as she approaches the guillotine, and to the one who minutes later would crash a blade through her neck.
I'm bored with it all.
Winston Churchill, the iconic British Prime Minister, offered this surprisingly simple final statement. Churchill's last words offer a glimpse into the man behind the bulldog persona.
Everybody has got to die, but I have always believed an exception would be made in my case.
William Saroyan, the Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, clung to his trademark wit and defiance even in the face of death. Saroyan's last words encapsulate his zest for life and belief in the power of the individual.
All my possessions for a moment of time?
Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, left us with these words, a poignant lament. Elizabeth's final words remind us that time, once past, is the one thing we can never reclaim.
Damn it. Don't you dare. Ask God to help me.
Joan Crawford, the legendary Hollywood actress, faced her final curtain call with characteristic defiance. Crawford's last words remind us that some spirits refuse to be broken, even by the approach of death. And yet, she seemed to, in the last moments of her life, recognize that there was a God. Thank you for joining us as we journey through some of the most memorable last words in history. Which one resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for future content.